Ocean racing is a deadly sport, and the Sydney to Hobart is the toughest of them all. For serious sailors, it's the Holy Grail, the Everest of the sea. David Pescud, a Hobart veteran, has taken it on 17 times.
People die doing this, and you better get it bloody right, because if you don't, you might die, or more tragically, somebody else might. So don't fuck with this.
And this year he's attempting the unthinkable again, because David's crew are disabled. This year, David's got an even bigger challenge. He's missing key positions on his yacht, and he's looking for a handful of disabled people with no sailing experience to become new members of his crew.
A week ago, I would have watched the start and that would have been it. Now it could be in it.
That race where people died, this is really, really dangerous.
First, he'll need to find them.
Stand there, get your feet locked on that other side.
Then, he'll need to train them.
This'll save your bloody lives!
Then, he'll race them.
Guys on the rail, listen for the call!
In a race that has claimed many boats and many lives, will they survive? Can they win?
I fucking asked for fucking help!
The final weeks of training are underway, and the 5 remaining new sailors have to rapidly get their sailing skills up to speed. Skipper Pescud is keeping a close eye on their progress.
Okay, we're good. And get ready to drive up.
Partial paraplegic Liesl Tesch has been placed in the strings position.
Come on, wind it up, girls.
It's a complex job, and Liesl's struggling to get her head around all the ropes.
How do I get this off?
Just put your hand up and say, need a hand.
Yep. Cool, thank you. Saved.
John de Mandel has been performing well at the mast, and despite his impaired vision, his confidence is growing fast.
I want to perform to the best of my ability, and I'm starting to pick it up really, really good, I think. I haven't been yelled at, that's the main thing.
Go, Shane, go, Shane!
Bart Bunting was born blind, and he is now working the mainsail with his blind mentor, Kirk Watson.
Go lift it there, put it back on, and feel it come up into the... Yeah, that's it. Now go around into the jaws, mate. Yep. No, you're all right.
Mark Whiteman was born with no legs and one hand. He has found his niche working hard on the winches with his mentor and fellow double-leg amputee, Albert Lee. Bill Watkins was born with deformed forearms. He is learning to run the navigation systems below deck.
There's 5 minutes between all of these.
With the final selection fast approaching, David expects them to know everything there is to know about sailing.
This is a special group of children about to set sail. They just need a little extra help.
Take my hand. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. The children from Giant Steps are with the ideal crew to learn the ropes. They're on board a Sailors with Disabilities yacht. But it's this kind of charitable work that's at risk. And you only have to look at L11 to see what the charity is capable of. Her carers were concerned the 10-year-old couldn't handle the experience.
She has troubles getting onto uneven surfaces and then also the wobbliness on the boat, but she's really enjoyed herself.
4,000 children learn how to sail for free every year because of Sailors with Disabilities. The charity just hopes some sponsors can find the love too and join the cause.
Sailor's final exam has begun. Over the next 1,200 kilometres of ocean racing, David will find out if the hardcore training they've been put through is going to be enough to get them to Hobart.
Smashing through the waves like you wouldn't believe. I've got everything, all my clothes on. I've got this tiny little space that I can see. And you just had to have your head away from the waves because they literally would just smash you in the face.
Plane boom in, let's go. Pull it up tight, John. That's good. Okay, that's good. We're coming up. Let's go. Back on the breeze. Bring it in, let's go. Come on, pull it in, David. I'll give you a float. Grab it. There we go.
Up to 30 knots, gusting even further, and the swell was big too. And we were just going up and then crashing down. Every time we came down and crashed, we all banged like that.
As darkness falls, the crew fight to harness the power of the storm. But can they make up all the lost time?
David Peskett's done an amazing job with Sailors with Disabilities, and you can see that he's offering a experience of sailing and teamwork, and of course just the whole cosmic experience of being out on Sydney Harbour to kids who, whether it's because of disabilities or disadvantage, wouldn't ordinarily have that opportunity. They're a great cause. They're right in the heart of my electorate, of course, and supporting institutions and charities that seek to address as best you can disadvantage has always been a very key focus in terms of Lucy and my own activities. So I think what they're doing is fantastic. It's a great effort.
I've never finished a race in my life. I've always given the wheel to somebody who I think has contributed to the campaign, and I think Bill did that in spades. That's why he got the gig.
To take that boat and to be able to steer it across the remainder of Storm Bay and up the Derwent was just absolutely magic. It's something I'll never, ever, ever forget.
We could see the finish line in the distance. You could see the Constitution dock, and behind it was this massive ocean liner, which was docked there as well. And then we could see the two yellow buoys that were the Rolex buoys. We crossed the line, and I'm getting goosebumps actually now just talking about it. They're an amazing bunch of people. Fantastic. It's a huge relief. And that first night I was thinking, wow, am I going to make it? Am I good enough? And then to get over that line and celebrate was, I think Lisa was actually speechless, and she's never speechless.
Oh, I'm actually nearly in tears thinking about what we did. Like, it's an amazing, this team of 16 people that I didn't know would even be in my life 7 weeks beforehand, and now we're just pulling into the docks and we've just achieved, mate, the greatest race in history.
So how many times have you driven the boat, Matthew?
Yes, Dad.
You've driven it today, and you drove it last year too, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I'm a lovely, lovely lady. You want your photo?
Okay. Don't let go, George.
Sailors with Disability, like, they've taken on these rookies with no water ballots, 2 broken halyards, running out of food, bunch of cripples. We've come over the line second in our class, like 29th overall, 100 boats. Like, this is an amazing team. Thank you for being here to meet us, mate. That's awesome. That's all right. You'll be on this boat one day.
Yeah. We knew we'd make it, but to be honest, I didn't think we'd make it with this much style. Did it pretty well.
Without David Peskett, no way in hell, a guy like me, no legs and one arm, who would have ever had an opportunity to learn how to sail for a start, let alone go into Sydney to Hobart with 2 months' experience. It just doesn't happen. It's a bloody fairy tale.
He's an amazing man, and I know he's made a huge difference in my life, and I know he's made a huge difference in a lot of people's lives. And what a magic little project he's started. And it's not a little project, it's a massive project, and it's been going for a long time. I hope Sailors with Disabilities doesn't end because David Peskin has to do some retiring and has to have some time to himself after 15 years of just giving and giving and giving. This dream has to continue. Like, it would be fantastic to get a couple of sponsors on board, and I can only promise that the journey would be a great journey. Here's to all the other people who aren't here with us now who have supported us to get to this place. Here's to my beautiful mother, who's not real well, but who has loved this whole adventure that's been called Sydney to Hobart.